The following may contain offensive language, adult humor, and or content that some viewers may find offensive. The views and opinions expressed by any one speaker does not explicitly or necessarily reflect or represent those of Mark Radulich or W2M Network. Please listen with caution, or don't listen at all.
In a world fueled by distortion, diabolical growls, and questionable digestive decisions, three brave idiots stand to wait through the steaming pile of metal releases each week. From power rumble and breakdowns to riffs that'll make your intestines cry for mercy. We flush the weak and salute the strong. This is Metal Hammer of Doom, after all.
This is the Metal Hammer of Doom, after all, and we are back. Pride Month has since come and gone. We're in the dog days of July, and what better way to celebrate than getting together with my friends and talking a little metal. Jesse Starcher, Mik Wanamaker, the Metal Coop, Robert Cooper, they all form Voltron, and I'll form the head. How's it going, everybody?
Hi.
Fantastic.
You're giving head?
I mean, not on the show. That's how you get kicked off of YouTube. Hi-yo.
I mean,
All right.
that's
True.
it's a quick plug, that's all.
Jesse, how's it going?
It's going great. It's been a Sunday, that's for sure. Woke up this morning and immediately started moving somebody. You know how moving is pretty, it's a little difficult when you're young. It doesn't get better when you get older. I'll tell you that right now.
I moved into this house a little over a year ago. It was last August, and started at, say, 11 o'clock in the morning once I got the keys to the house. And we went until 8 or 9 o'clock that night. And I don't think I recovered till the following weekend.
Was it just you, or was there a couple other people helping?
What's the name for Melissa's partner that we've all elected I should call him when addressing him publicly? What name am I legally allowed to call him?
Jim Cornette has already trademarked shit stain, so I don't think you can use that. I don't know. Did we have a name for this guy? I do not know, but I know who you're talking about. He helped you?
We have names for so many of the characters in my life.
Yes, we do.
So yeah, Melissa's partner. It's funny what I told him. I was just like, listen, you can have the TV that's mounted on the wall, but I'm taking yours. And after everything I've done to end it, for this to end this way, this is how you're paying me back. Today I own you. You're my pack laborer. And he was like, yup, I got it. And he played it so well too, because by the time we were done, he threw himself at Melissa's feet. It was just like, oh, he abused me. And I'm like, oh boy.
Wow.
I just want to call him replacement Mark, but I feel like that's a little too on the nose.
Feels also a little insulting to me. I can't be replaced, right, Mik?
Right.
Well, I mean, that's the whole reason why he's your replacement. I didn't say he was a proper replacement.
But Timu Mark.
Just
Timu.
Timu.
Yes.
Timu
Who'd you have to move today, Jesse?
It was a friend of ours, and they didn't live very far, which thank goodness. But I will tell you that stairways are the absolute worst. Trying to move dressers and mattresses, and the stairways that have little landings and do 180s. It was rough. I'm hurting. Luckily, I brought Mongo. I said, Mongo, strap this dresser to your back. Walk it on down.
And
Mongo move furniture.
Mongo.
Maddie love Mongo now? Yes, Mongo.
One more
Good
thing.
Mongo. Great Mongo.
Yeah, we got it done though. I did about 3 hours. We had about 8 people there, so we had a lot of people.
Oh
Got
wow.
it all taken care of though. So, but anyway, just to kind of preface that with, I'm in a little pain.
Fantastic. How about you, Coop? You got any fun date stories, life stories, cat stories? No, don't tell the cat stories.
Well, I mean, the cat is in my lap and keeps digging his claws into me, which is so great. Other than that, I'm trying to think. Not really. It's been I don't know. It's been exceptionally barren in both the life as well as dating life pool at the moment. I don't know if it's all the heat or everything, but it's drier than my usual dates. I tell you.
Hey, I heard there was like really bad storms up in North Carolina. How close were you to all that?
Not.
Oh,
Strange.
that's
It
good.
was.
Well, that's good.
I think I was like I think like some of it happened near my hometown apparently, which a friend of mine told me. I had no fucking idea. Uh, but yeah, nothing near me. Just definitely closer to the flatland area, which is towards the center of the state. Had a decent amount of flooding, but for me, nah. I just got to mow my lawn earlier, which that's what everybody wants to do. The older I get, the more I realize some people really their lawn is their personality.
Mm.
That is a very boomer thing. So since our
Yeah.
last Metal Hammer of Doom, I've been to 2 concerts. I took my son for his birthday. I took him to go see Ninja Sex Party because he's
Oh
11 years old,
boy.
and I wanted him to wear a T-shirt to his elementary school and embarrass his mother, who teaches there. That says Ninja Sex
Ooh.
Party on it.
Yes.
We're calling about your son again.
Who keeps stressing him this way? This is not uniform. Jonas has actually come a long way. He didn't he for a long time, and it's because he's got some sensory issues. It was just too much for him. It was too loud, and he didn't really like going to concerts. It was to him it was boring. But as he's gotten older, this being his 11th year on this mudball, he's starting to like them. And when I took his sister to a concert for her birthday, if you guys remember, I took her to go see a bunch of death metal bands. I think Nile was one of them. And he was like,
Nice.
well, I want to go to a concert too for my birthday. And I'm like, okay, well, what bands do you want to go see? He's like, I want to see like a comedy band. Like, is Weird Al coming back? And I'm like, yes, but that's expensive. So like, let's see what else is out there. Yeah. So I was looking for like, Max Sabbath or the
I
Cybertronians
love
3,
Max
something,
Stab.
Yes.
yeah, something fun like that. And I happened to see, this is back in January, I happened to see that there was and I'd never heard of them before. There was a band called Ninja Sex Party that they were running advertisements for the, that's when the tickets went on sale 6 months ago. So I was like, what the fuck is a Ninja Sex Party? So I looked them up really quick on Spotify. I was at work at the time. And I was like, all right, this is a comedy band, clearly. So I sent him a text. And I'm like, hey, how would you like it if Daddy brought you to a Ninja Sex Party? And that's the only thing I said.
You didn't say concert?
No, I just said, how would you like it if Daddy brought you to a Ninja Sex Party? And him being my son went, I would love for you to take me to a Ninja Sex Party. No, what is this? What are you talking about? Just like, he was just like, I trust you. This sounds great. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's my son for you. So we had a good time. Like, we kind of hung out in the back. This was at an outdoor venue, Janus Landing. And we kind of just sat in the back, like against like a wall. I ended up getting him a T-shirt, and for the most part, like I said, they were a fun. If you've ever been to a comedy band concert, it's a lot of yapping, as the kids would say. But the music in and of itself was very fun. It was a fusion of a couple of different kinds of styles. The place was sold out. Like, first of all, it's weird when like I'm at a place in my life now where I don't realize how popular certain things are. So like I've never heard of this band, and I just assumed nobody else had
Yeah,
either.
they're very
And then
popular. It's a YouTube. I think it's
it
Game
must
Grumps, if
be
I'm not mistaken.
because I get there and I think the entire LGBTQI poly kink community was fucking there with all of their multicolored hairs, and it's just the whole circus had let out, and they were all there that night. So this place was packed with all the weirdos. So we had a good time there. But what I really want to tell you about is Clutch came around, Jesse.
Yeah.
Clutch is doing like I think it's like 30th anniversary of their self-titled album.
Yeah. I dropped in 95. That's right.
Right. So they're touring on that. Like I guess like they did like a remaster and everything. So I was like, okay, well I got to bring my kids to Clutch. Now the last time was back in 2021, and it was at a bar in Pensacola where my daughter was 11 and my son was 8, and my daughter could not hang, and she fell asleep under a bar, and a guy cozied up to her like you do when you see a prone woman sleeping on the floor. And my wife
Oh yeah.
at the time just shoo him away. And she's 11, get out of here, you creep. And there was a creep-sized hole in the wall because he ran away, realizing that he had tried to molest a child that he didn't.
Yeah, it's a little awkward when that happens.
My daughter, even at 11, did not look 11 years old. She could pass for 18. So, and then my son, who was like, I can't wait to go in the mosh pit. He's fucking 8. He's like this big. So, I've told the story before where we were doing okay, and I was kind of bouncing people off of him, and I was protecting him. Then I got hit in the back, and I just went ass over tea kettle on top of this poor child.
Oh my
God!
God.
I'm not, and I'm, Otis sized. So Jesse knows what
Otis sized. Damn.
I'm a big boy, and he's a small, dainty child. So I land on him, and of course, like 5 other guys land on me. Now we're dogpiling an 8-year-old. And
as a child-sized pancake on the floor.
And as we finally got off of him, you ever see trauma in the face?
Oh no!
I picked him up, and he looked at me like his whole life had flashed before his eyes, and it was only 8 years. And I looked at him like, "Are you okay? Do I need to get you out of here?" He was like, "Let me out of him!" He's just like, I want to get him. He was like, "I want to get hit again," and I'm like, "It's my son."
Calm down, Scrappy.
But there's something about smashing an 8-year-old child into a wooden floor that allows estrogen to fly into the air, and every woman in the place formed a protective barrier around him. The gender wars were fought in that moment right there. All these women were just like, leave the child alone, and the child's like, I'm going to kill them all. These guys are all like fucking 6 feet tall, looking like Lex Luger. Needless to say, that experience he was annoyed about because he was like, he wanted to keep moshing, and he was too small. This is now several years later. He is 11 years old. My daughter is 14 going on 15. And she did not want to get on the floor. She was like, I don't like people. I don't like to be touched. I want to appreciate the music from the roof through binoculars. Yeah. I'm not into this. And I'm like, well, tough shit. So when we got there, so Janice, this was at the House of Blues in Orlando at Disney Springs. For those of you touring Florida going to shows. So it's 2 floors, and we're on the 2nd floor where the merch booth is, and you can kind of lean on a rail and watch the band. And we watched 2 of them, and then I was like, all right, it's time. We got to go down to the floor now. It's Clutch is coming on, and my daughter's like hyperventilating, like, you'll be fine, Lily.
Panic attack time.
Let's learn the coping skills Daddy taught you. Let's apply them.
Let's breathe.
Yep. So I said, all right, so you stand here and make friends with the nice girls around you. And my son and I will take 2 steps forward where the mosh pit is likely to break out, and we will be fine, and I will turn around and occasionally keep an eye on you. Don't move from this area. And if you'll recall, Jesse, she's already been in one mosh pit, and she didn't love the idea and made me promise to never do it to her again. But I was like, you can be on the floor, not in the mosh pit. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
So it starts up, and the House of Blues, they don't really want, they're okay with moshing, but they don't really want people crowd surfing anymore. So the House of Blues always has big ass security guards on the floor to make sure there's the moshing is of a relatively peaceful kind. It doesn't get out of control. There's no fights, and other bad shit doesn't happen. Someone doesn't get seriously injured. Right. She was behind one of them the entire time. This man became her protector for the evening. And it was funny because everybody around her realized how uncomfortable she was, and they formed a protective barrier. Lily had a command of an army incidentally.
Oh my God.
People were coming to the call. It's I will defend you, madam. And she's like, oh, sir, I'm not like that. She definitely had a group of people all looking out for her. My son, what a trooper. He the pit starts, and he's just kind of me and him are kind of side. I'm trying to get him to stand with his shoulder out, and he's standing this way. And I'm like, you're gonna take the full impact of some big guy, and you're gonna get knocked on your ass. After the 2 or 3 times, I'm like, turn this way, you dope. He's like, no. You know, like, all right.
He's ready.
You get
He's
punched
ready.
Hit me in the
for all
face.
that.
Yeah, he was like right here. Like, all right, like it's your face. So, but he did good. But the best part of the show was I had warned them ahead of time because I knew somewhat what most of the songs they were playing. Like, you know, Clutch changes their set list every show. But I knew they were going to play Impetus, Jesse. I just knew.
Uh-oh.
I just knew they were going to play Impetus. And I had to tell him, I'm like, look, there are certain Clutch songs, it's not going to get that bad. But there are two. There are two songs where, three, really, but they don't play the third one all that much and only recently started playing it again. But there are two songs, Mik Wanamaker, that if you hear these, even if you've been relatively okay in the pit, even if you've been in like a Slayer pit or a Trip Face pit, you know, or a Hate Breed, and you're like, I've got my scars, I've earned my stripes, I can handle this, I'm a woman, hear me roar. You don't understand what will happen when Clutch plays one of these two songs. Either Impetus or the Soap Makers. I don't know what it is about the Soap Makers. Listen to it when we're done. But when Clutch plays the Soap Makers, suddenly everybody has this sudden urge to punch the guy next to him dead up in the face. Even if it was a relatively peaceful pit. Suddenly it was like, we're the Soap Makers and we are working, and, you know, right in the head. I told Jonas, like, if they play the Soap Makers, fucking run. Also, if they play Impetus, just get out of the way. You're going to get flattened. And true to my word.
I'm saving them right now because I'm listening to those after this.
Yeah, Impetus and the Soap Makers. And I heard the chord, Jesse, because you know that's got that long intro into Impetus, right? You know, and Neil gets that raw Impetus. So I warned Jonas about it. I'm like, I heard it, and I'm like, it's happening.
Get ready.
I'm like Impetus.
Run, child.
He was like, I was like this, like it was like his test in How to Train Your Dragon or some shit. I will kill the Dragon Father. This is my time. Neil roared out, "Oh, Impetus!" and Jonas got punched right in the neck.
Oh my gosh!
Motherfucker got throat punched like it was no thing, and he looked at me. He was like, "It's amazing! It happened on the beat." It was like it was so perfectly timed. He was like, "You warned me it was gonna happen." He said Impetus, and it happened. I was in the room where it happened. But he loved it, man. He had a great time. We had a great time. I have had few, in general, moments of my life where I have pure happiness, and I'm glad to be alive, and I feel like I've made good decisions. That night was one of them. So
awesome stuff.
I hear you went to a Gwar show, Mik.
I did. So it actually ended up being kind of, you guys know I love Gwar. I did a whole show on them. And one of the draws of their concerts is it's super theatrical and there's blood spraying everywhere. There's fluids everywhere. Like, it's just everything's happening at once. And so the concert had Static X and Dope as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was like what was it? Aliens versus Robots or something tour.
Okay. Monsters versus Robots. I know what you're talking about there because I remember I was just this close to going and wheeling, but I didn't go.
I actually was surprised of how many songs I knew from Static X and Dope, but I'll get to that part. What was really disappointing about it was supposed to be at an outdoor venue called Grinders here in Kansas City. And
oh boy, Grinders.
And then it started raining, like pouring thunderstorms. So they had to move the concert to like this indoor theater, and the theater wouldn't let Gwar do any spraying.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Not the upholstery.
Like, they tried. They tried in the very beginning because they always decapitate the president.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they leaned forward, and I think as soon as that happened, someone told them, because after that, it was nothing.
Well, that's BS.
Wolf.
But it was like watching them and Static X and Dope was really fun. Shay went with me, and also Clark, my partner. But we all had a good time. Not a lot of pit action because Shay's too small, I'm too small, and Clark's never been to like that before.
Yeah. Shay would be the beach ball that they were all passing around.
Yes.
I don't like this.
You know, fun fact, my first mosh pit was for a band called Silly Goose.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Nice.
they were playing, doing a cover of break stuff. So we all did a circle, and then as soon as at some point of the song, people started doing the proper moshing, and I got knocked on my ass. So that's when I left
Mhm. Have
because I
you
felt
ever
like I
been knocked?
flew for like a good 2 seconds.
Have you ever been knocked unconscious?
No,
Jeez,
I have.
criminy. I would hope
I-
that doesn't happen.
I kind of
I
avoid moshing that hard now.
Well, sometimes it can't be helped. I did not mosh so hard I fell over.
Sometimes it hits you.
Yeah.
The mosh hits you.
I remember being at a local Long Island hardcore show at the PWAC, the People with AIDS Center, which is a YMCA type of place, and they would do hardcore shows to raise money. And I don't remember if this was the infamous Trip Face Earth Crisis show where my life was I almost died, but one of these fucking hardcore shows I went to, the singer of this band 25 to Life was there. His name was Rick. And Rick did like a spin kick, like a legit spin kick in the pit. He got full extension and kicked me dead in the face.
Dude.
I did not see it coming. I was like William Zabka in The Karate Kid, just fucking full on kicked in the face. I was like, "You're all right, LaRusso,"
Right on the button.
As I fucking went down in the heap. I legit. It's the only time I've ever lost consciousness in a mosh pit. I legit woke up in a bathroom with my friend, just like trying to like wake me up again.
In a
Yeah.
bathroom, they didn't take you to like somewhat.
No one
I
did.
feel like security would grab you at that point.
No one gave a fuck.
They had security?
My friends dragged me into the bathroom, from what I understand, and like threw water on me. And I woke up and I'm like, "Why? How did I get here?" Like, Rick from 25 to Life just knocked you the fuck out. I'm like, oh, well, that explains a lot. And then the best part of that story, though, is my friend, this diminutive Jewish fellow, is now yelling at Rick as like a nagging wife, like wagging his finger at him, like you need to watch what you're doing. Who kicked my friend in the face? Anyway, back to you, Mick. Anything else about your show?
So there was actually a fourth band. It was called Killer's Confession or something like that. I had never listened to them before, but what was cool was eventually they revealed that the lead singer and the lead guitarist are from what's that band called? I totally lost it. Mushroom Head.
Oh.
So they branched off and created their own thing. They made their own masks for this band too. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
It was really cool. And I guess the only other update I have is I'm in a new space and it's mine now. We have an apartment. So
very nice.
I got to decorate, but this is going to be the new spot.
Awesome.
Nice.
So
nice.
I think the next show, I'm taking my girlfriend to go see Garbage. They're coming around. That's going to be it. I'm taking her for her birthday, among other things. And then I think after that, the next show I'm going to with my kids. I'm trying to not, because Jesse told me you've Leroy Jenkins. You've gone out as much as you should go out. Like, stop going out so much. But on the occasion that I want to have an experience with my children, I still want to take them to a show or two here or there. So Ailstorm's coming around again, and we all know that Radulich is Croatian for fucked with an anchor. So we funny story about that, really quick. So back when Chris, Kelsey, and Kelsey's kid all lived with us, I'm driving the kids around somewhere, and I have Ailstorm on, and Fuck with an Anchor comes on, and Elle was not a happy child, and she wasn't a fan of me for the most part because I, expect discipline and good behavior out of children, which was a foreign thing to her. Yeah. Also, I was described as a bit intense for this group of autistics. So, needless to say, Elle, had some difficulties with me. But I'll tell you, I made that kid's life really great for one shining moment, because she had never heard "Fucked with an Anchor" before by Ailstorm, and I now had to play that song on repeat because she had found her song. This was the greatest thing she'd ever heard.
It's a classic.
Oh yeah,
it is.
I was playing it walking into work the other day.
Oh, were
So
you?
My son started playing Sea of Thieves, and it's a for the uninitiated there, the Xbox there, Mark, that's probably you. Because Coop probably knows it all. You've heard of Sea of Thieves, right, Coop? Oh,
Isn't it
no.
Tank?
Huh?
Isn't it Tank?
It wasn't the greatest at launch, but it's gone. It's kind of like, oh goodness, there's another game where it's getting better as.
Probably like No Man's Sky, where it was a
Yeah.
total fucking turd, and then they polished it up.
Exactly. There you go. Anyway, point is that he's like playing. He started getting to the sea shanty.
Yes, Dave.
And I was like,
oh,
wait, I've never showed you Ailstorm. I need to make you listen to Ailstorm.
Wait, is this Mongo or is this
Mongo?
Colton?
This is Mongo.
Okay.
Which child is this? The big one.
Wait a sec. This kid's like 15 years old, and you've never shown him Ailstorm.
I'm certain that he's heard it in the past, but would he remember it? I don't know. So I was like, dude,
he doesn't know that that other people's pirate ships can eat a bag of dicks.
Oh, dude, I took him. There were so many like short trips where I was like, all right, we got to at least squeeze 2 Ailstorm songs in here while you're in the car. Because by the time we get to the house, they're probably going to have to. I'm not going to be able to play them, but yeah. So I.
Meanwhile, there's me as we're like cleaning the house. Your pirate ship can eat a bag of dicks.
I was like, we got to listen to a little bit of Rum Ahoy while we're doing this as well. So we got to talk about Captain Yarface and all that stuff. But anyway, I just wanted to.
I need to get Jonas a T-shirt for the Ailstorm show, and I'm debating if I should. I got him like. So I don't know if you know this or not, but around the same time that Clutch was doing the One Night with Clutch, where it was 2 sets with an intermission, and they opened up with the Bakerton group, which for those that don't know, for Mik, if you don't know, the Bakerton group is Clutch minus the singer, and it's all instrumentals.
Yeah,
so that's the Bakerton.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, okay, group. That's the Bakerton group. So
I didn't want Mik to feel singled out. Oh, she's a Dave.
Fantastic. So around the time that they were touring on Pure Rock Fury, which is like I think their 4th full-length album, but it's the one that probably got the most radio play at the time because of Careful with That Mic, which is like his kind of like making fun of rap music. They did a tour called One Night with Clutch, and they were playing big theaters, and it was 2 sets, and they were distinct sets every night with an intermission, and then, like I said, they were opened up by the Bakerton group. At the time that they were doing this, there was a T-shirt they were selling, and it didn't have Clutch's logo on it or anything associated with Clutch, but every guy had this shirt because it said Beer Patrol on it. So that's like a cultural Clutch deep cut fact. And so I gave my daughter my Decapitation Blue shirt so she could wear that to the show because I have 1,000 T-shirts. I figured I could spare a few and give one to my daughter, and I wanted to buy her a new T-shirt. But I needed to get Jonas a shirt for this concert. I got to get him geared up, and so I bought a Beer Patrol shirt.
Oh, wow!
I just found one on Amazon. Had nothing to do with Clutch. It was
right.
That's just the thing that they were doing. So yeah, I got him a Beer Patrol shirt, and legit, there were people at the show like, "We know what you did there. Nice."
Yeah.
A couple of people who didn't get the gag, but just was like an 11-year-old in a Beer Patrol shirt. I got those reactions. But all right, Mik. Unless you got anything else, I'll let you introduce our first video here, which is Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon. Tell me about it. Why'd you pick this video?
So I picked this because I've been getting really emotional when I'm seeing clips of the farewell concert that happened recently with Ozzy. It makes me so sad to see how far his Parkinson's has gotten. Mm-hmm. And so I wanted to do something that was Ozzy related. I was wanting to do a different song, but it was too long.
What was the other one you wanted to do?
It was what was it? It was like 8 minutes.
And it was an Ozzy song?
Yeah. It wasn't Mama, I'm Coming Home.
'Cause Mama, I'm coming home.
I was laughing because I thought it was Jesse's gimmick to get the video taken down.
That was my first. I wasn't going to tell Mik no because you never know, and what worst comes to worst, I'll just edit it later. But I looked at this and I'm just like, motherfucker, another one that's going to get us like fucking blocked.
I can't remember what the older one it was, but this is a nice second. Plus, I was screening through it, and I didn't realize how funny this video looked.
Oh yeah, this is.
Oh, it's some classic prosthetics, some good movie magic, if you will.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Back
well,
to the moon.
With that said, here's an Aussie classic. Mick picked it. This is Ozzy Osbourne.
I'm sure there was something in addition.
They raised like $5 million, or no, it was like $6 million or something.
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
we went between 3 different charities, from what I understand. It was a cool show. Could have used more doom metal, but nobody likes doom metal, right, Mark?
That is correct.
Okay, good. I knew if anybody could just back me up on that one, it'd be you.
That's what I'm here for. All right, folks. Let's talk about the band at hand. What we're going to be covering tonight. Before we dive into the album New Delhi, it's worth setting the stage for how Bloodywood got here, because this isn't your typical metal band. Bloodywood didn't come out of the Indian underground scene or rise through the ranks of club shows and record deals. They were forged on the internet, born from parody, which is tracks for this fucking podcast, and raised on viralness.
Mm-hmm.
Viralness.
Yeah, and yet somehow, shut up, Jesse. You know what I'm doing. They evolved into one of the most authentic, political, and powerful metal bands of the last decade. The band began in 2016 as a joke. Literally, guitarist and producer Karan Kadir created the name Bloodywood as a play on Bollywood, Bollywood, while working on metal covers of Indian pop songs. That's right. Bloodywood started as a YouTube channel. Kadir brought in rapper Giant Badula, and together they began uploading metalized metalized covers of everything from Dollar Mendy's Tunak Tunak Tune to Bollywood hits, and even Linkin Park songs. The shtick was sharp. Take something sugary or commercial and smash it into a wall of riffs, growls, and dull beats. But the thing is, it worked. These weren't throwaway meme covers. The production quality was tight. The arrangements were clever. And underneath the humor, you could hear something stirring. A desire to fuse Indian identity with Western metal in a way that wasn't novelty. It was fusion. It was vision. As Bloodywood's YouTube channel gained traction, the band made a deliberate shift from joke to juggernaut. That turning point came in 2018 with the original single Ari Ari. It was built on a folk base, this time a Bhangra song, but the intent was different. Ari Ari was anthemic, empowering, and most importantly, original. It wasn't samey, Jesse. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? This wasn't samey.
I do understand exactly what you're saying.
Outstanding. It featured Badula trading lines with Radulich, an English language rapper who quickly became a full-time member. With Care on board, Bloodywood locked on into its core sound, a multilingual assault that combined Indian folk instrumentation, flutes, dol, tumbi, with groove metal riffage, new metal hooks, and socially conscious lyrics. That evolution came to full bloom in 2022 with their first full-length studio album, Rock Shock, which I'm going to break from this really for just 1 second and throw it over to Coop. Coop, you're the one that turned me on to Bloodywood. How much did you, at this point, because we talked about Rock Shock when we did the year in review for that year, and this was one of those standout albums, and you're like, hey, if you don't listen to anything else, give this a listen, and I fell in love with it. So how did you come to Bloodywood?
I don't remember. I actually don't remember. I think I stumbled across them when I was just trying to find metal news, new releases, stuff like that. And I kind of stumbled upon them because anytime I see folk metal, it at least gets a little interesting for me.
Right.
So as soon as I listened to them, I'm like, ooh, this has a lot of it was sort of the new metal vibe that it had to it, but that again, that sort of Indian folk swing mixed with the new metal worked really well. And I'm like, this is right up Maki's alley. And now we're here.
It certainly is up Maki's alley. So if Ari Ari was the mission statement, Rock Shock was the manifesto, and it hit hard. Self-released, fully independent, and crowdfunded by fans. Rock Shock was a defiant middle finger to industry gatekeepers. More importantly, it showcased the band's growth, not just in production and composition, but in emotional and political depth. Tracks like Dana Dan tackled rape culture and justice with unrelenting fury, and Durant addressed mental health and the inner war against depression. Machi Basad, originally created for the video game Beyond Good and Evil 2, exploded with chaotic energy and sociopolitical angst at the center of it all, was a band that had found its identity not just sonically but ideologically. What made Rock Shock resonant wasn't just that it sounded fresh, it felt necessary. Here was a band speaking out against abuse, oppression, and division in a country struggling with all of the above. And yet, Jesse Starcher of the Screaming Boy podcast, Bloodywood never sounded preachy. Their message was carried by massive breakdowns, chanted choruses, and an underlying sense of joy and catharsis, as if to say, yes, we're angry, but we still believe in change. Live shows cemented their reputation. The band toured Europe and the U.S., playing festivals like Walk-In Open Air and Download, winning over crowds that barely knew what dull was. They didn't just perform, they converted, and behind the scenes, they stayed true to their DIY ethic. No major label, no corporate funding, just a team of passionate musicians and a growing global fan base hungry for something that felt meaningful in the metal space. And now we arrive. The next chapter, New Delhi, isn't just a punny title. It's a signal that Bloodywood has more to say and new ways to say it, but we will get into that. So, Jesse, you've gone back and, listened to Bloodywood. What have you thought of the band so far?
Oh, man. I mean, they are, of these albums, I mean, they hit hard. I'm appreciative of the new metal sound.
Yes, sir.
And they nail it. I was just looking at their YouTube just because I wanted to see. You mentioned how they were a parody band at first. And so I looked at some of their oldest videos. I just want to throw out some of the titles here of some of these. So our second video is titled Angry Santa Metal. And then we have Indian Street Metal. And then this is about 7 years ago. And then about 6 years, it starts to look like I'd like to watch some of these videos just to see if they are, if they're trying to be tongue in cheek or whatever, but they look like they're getting a little bit more serious. Bloodywood's Maki Basad, Expect a Riot. But one of my favorites here is a documentary. It's about an hour and a half titled Bloodywood, Raj Against the Machine. So, but yeah, that's, I mean, look, what I've heard so far, I've enjoyed. So,
Mik, I know I kind of throw topics at you. Like if you're coming on, this is what we're doing, and you're like, okay, boss. Had you heard of Bloodywood before I mentioned them? And have you took a dive into their catalog at all?
So
what do you know, Joe?
I think I found them on TikTok because once you guys were talking about like the origins, I was not aware that they were doing covers at first. So I've known them long enough for them to have albums. But I did see them at Louder Than Life in 2022. They're really good. They have a lot of energy. Holy shit. They were jumping on stage the whole time. The entire time. And I really like them. Like Jesse said, we stand new metal here.
That's right.
What I like about Bloodywood, when Robert was like, you should really get into this, like you'll really like it. I have a deep love and affection for anything folk metal because I don't like a lot of the same thing over and over and over again. It's why we invented the word samey here on this podcast. I just get bored of stuff. And I like fusion. I like a remix of different sounds. Like one of my favorite discoveries of the last 5 to 10 years was Rage of Light, which mixed up like death metal and, techno, EDM, dance type stuff. That kind of a thing. I love the concept of fusing like traditional folk music with metal and coming up with different things. And I come from a long line of European folk metal bands like Korpiklani, which we've talked about on here, Trollfest, Trollhammer, Fintroll would be the actual name of the band. Yeah. And then leaning the other way into like Viking metal. But I think if you can find, you don't have to go like full bore into this stuff, but I think if you can like fuse an element or two, like throw in a didgeridoo or or fiddle or flute or something.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I had that. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So Alien Weaponry. They're a good one.
I fucking love that band.
But I remember that's the song that I was trying to play. If that was 8 minutes long, was Kaitanga.
Kaitanga is such a good one.
I had to put that out of my brain as soon as I remembered it.
I think Alien Weaponry just, if it's not the same tour, maybe it might have been a different tour, but I think they just came around Tampa. I was this close to going to see Alien Weaponry. They're really good.
They're really, and they're young too. They're like 1 year older than me, so I think they're 20.
They're like 7.
Yeah, just a baby. Anything else about the band? I will say this. I would not pursue independently traditional Indian music, but I do kind of, like Sting has a song called Desert Rose, and it mixes in like a lot of Middle Eastern elements. Again, I'm not chasing down a lot of Middle Eastern music, but where it's taken and used in something I would listen to, like rock and roll, like Sting, Police, or in this particular case, elements of like traditional Indian music, that kind of a thing. But they're using it, here in a lot of it is sort of the backbone to Bloodywood's music, like that I get really into, and it's one of those. They've become one of those bands for me that when I want to listen to music, I don't get to listen to much these days, but when I want to listen to music, I'm more likely to put something like this on because it's distinctive and it's just not. It's more than background music, which is a lot for me because a lot of stuff for me fades into the background. Any last words before we play the next video, Jesse?
No, man, I can't wait to get into hearing some. Next one up is some Bloodywood, right? Let's hear it.
Yeah. So, again, he hit me to the jive. I started listening to the album, and then this next song that we're gonna hear, this is Bloodywood. I got these out of order. Bloodywood Aj, AAJ. This is from. Oh wait, is this the right one? Hang on. I may have pulled the wrong video.
Oh, no.
Well, give me a second.
I'll give you a second.
I will time you.
Yep. Get the watch out.
Technical difficulties.
I gotta make sure I don't fuck up and play the wrong thing again.
It happens.
Okay, I
mean, it's not like you're listening to an entire wrong album.
Shut up. All right, yes. This is from. I'm good now. This is from Rock Shock. This is the second track on there. Whew. Good.
Woo!
Dodged the bullet there.
Yeah, this is Aj. I'm gonna go ahead and share this. Yada. Go. All right, we're back on track again. Here we go. Stop it.
Stop it.
What I was starting to say was before I realized I think I might have pulled the wrong song. I didn't. So Robert told me about the album. I listened to it. This was my favorite track off that album, and my most distinctive memory of it is I was listening to it at a time I was driving back and forth to Your National Nightmares house a lot, Jesse. So it was about an hour and 10-minute drive from where I used to live to where she used to live, and there was a lot of this song. So like my you'll be happy to know I'm not hanging out with her much anymore. Just in case you're
I'm proud of you, Mark. That's
I mean, I'm not promising
progress.
anything. We're on the other end of the wave where I don't hang out with her as much, is what I'm saying.
Oh, good. We're on the decline.
Yeah. I don't have any current plans with her, so you should just tell me you're proud of me, Jesse.
I'm absolutely proud of you.
Thank you. Anyway, that is my lasting memory of this song, is driving to Your National Nightmares house listening to this. So here it is, for that long babbling intro. This is Bloodywood. Oh, Robert Cooper, there they are playing in the woods again.
Oh, well.
This feels like an Indian tourism video.
Yeah, I was gonna say it feels very traditional right now. Shit's about to hit the fan, I bet. There we go.
Oh yeah,
Yep, there it is.
There they go.
I think the way I ran into them, now that I'm trying to think, I think it was like a New Music Friday sort of thing.
Yeah.
It was either that or just one of those that kind of shows up on your playlist, and yeah, I dig them. Now they're definitely showing up all the time because they have new music.
It's the rapper.
That's how I do a lot of my rapping, in a waterfall.
Hey,
I do a lot of my bathing.
Like nipples deep in water.
Oh yeah, just the nipples though.
Yeah.
Because I don't need to show anything. That would be indecent.
here comes some harsh vocals, folks.
All in, I guess. I don't know if that's. I'm guessing that's Indian.
There are multiple languages in that area, in that country, so I couldn't tell you.
I almost said Farsi, and I'm like, nope, that's Iranian.
Yeah. It's just like I found out that there's Bollywood, but Bollywood is only like a section of India's movie industry.
Right.
I guess
Yeah.
it's kind of like if you said Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
There's like totally different, just totally different language shit. And I was like, me, I speak
Jesse.
English. That's about it.
Yeah.
Jesse,
Mark.
what did they plug their instruments into?
Ah,
The
the
ground?
classic
Another
question.
situation where the fucking band is playing electric instruments with no
I mean, at least
wires,
you can buy the wrapper in a waterfall because there's no
Sure.
instruments needed, right? But
Why are we buying people?
Water.
I'm down.
I thought we got
with
past that.
I'm down with MC Nipples Deep. The rest of them,
MC
That's
however,
right. He's churning butter.
oh boy.
Like he is making the best wrap sandwich right now.
they dance like
You
I
know,
do. Not a-
Well, they dance like I do. Like I have to use the bathroom.
That guy looks like he's ready to fight the kaiju.
Oh,
He's like, yeah.
He's ready. He's ready for battle.
deleted
His
scenes.
body is
of
ready and everything.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. I guess I don't know.
That's what it looks like, especially the guy with the flute in the field.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay. I fucking love flute
Get down,
solo.
brother. Get down.
Yeah.
Give it,
I wish I had the
give it to me, daddy.
So I could just go out in the fields and play a flute.
He's killing it.
Drone
Who's
shots are
Looters
now
gonna-
becoming the thing, Mark, that we're going to start picking out on these new videos. Like, because there are
Yeah.
they're using some drones here.
Is that a flute or is that a piccolo?
Hold on. Depends on how big it is.
I think it's a flute.
Yeah, that's definitely not a piccolo.
Okay, you know what?
Wait
I
a
was
second. What,
thinking- And
She brought that
now
question
here's
off
some
of
random
Amazon.
Indian broad.
I love Indian broads.
That's an Amazon corset. I have seen that on Amazon.
I feel like you're being very judgmental there, Mick. Like, she got that shit off of Amazon. Fuck you.
Fuck it. Yeah. Fuck it, weak ass.
He has not crossed that bridge yet. He's still on the bridge.
He doesn't look. He kind of looks like a buff dumbass.
that's the one Indy crossed in Temple of Doom.
I was gonna say he looks like he should be in the Indian version of Hatebreed.
That
I was thinking he looks like India's answer to Junior Dos Santos myself.
Or better yet, Jesse, he looks like he should be in the Indian version of Five Finger Death Punch.
oh my goodness.
Yes!
Bro needs a hat.
Gosh.
He does need a hat.
Give him a hat.
Well, get him one off Amazon.
He's
Yeah.
right. Those moves that he's done.
Oh
right,
wow.
New
What was that
Delhi.
song about?
It's
no
about
idea.
being
He's
out in
nuts.
the field, being free.
All right, good.
I don't know. This
Okay.
sounds cool. Why do I
You
have
should
to be
interview
thinking
them,
about
Mark.
things all the time?
Sorry,
Jesse's
Mark.
like, why are you bullying me, Jesse?
Sorry, Mark. I'm sorry.
Expecting me to know stuff.
I apologize.
New
Not
Delhi
like
is the
we're part
second.
of the podcast or anything.
Yeah.
New Delhi is the second studio album by Indian heavy metal band Bloodywood. It was released on March 21st, 2025, and because we are a timely podcast, we're getting to it now. Okay. So Hindi would be the language, by the way, not
Correct.
because I'm not
I
cultural.
see.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
The album is a tribute to musical scene of Delhi, from which the band originates. In Karang interview, Jayan Budala says, "We always try to advocate for things that are close to us. With New Delhi, we wanted to let the world know that there is a thriving music scene, not just metal, in India, which is on par with what's happening in the world. The first single, New Delhi itself, is a love letter from us to this city. The third single, Tadka, released at the end of January 2025, is a reference to the South Asian cooking method of the same name. Oh, hot dog. It's about the extra mile.
I love hot dogs.
In
By
Bra-
the way.
It's about going, Jesse. I feel like you need to do something with this, with your cooking and food music that you do.
Oh, okay.
It's about
all right.
going the extra mile in the pursuit of greater flavor. Wrote the band in a statement accompanying the single.
My next, song about going out to eat will be something about getting in the car and going to Wendy's. That's where it's all at right there, buddy.
Make
I
sure
don't-
there's a
I-
line
I-
in there about. Make sure there's a line in there about how your friend was going to come to visit you across the country to come visit you to experience authentic Ohioan cuisine. And you were like,
Appalachian cuisine.
there's a Wendy's around the corner.
Not
fat
much
ass.
people, yeah, not much restaurants down here serve possum as much as we would like to, but
I was at an Amish restaurant yesterday here in Sarasota.
oh boy, that's probably
Yeah.
some good cooking right there.
There was
An Amish restaurant?
an
They
enormous
take fucking
chicken
shekels?
Shekels.
enormous chicken portions, the size of your fucking head, and pie that
That's
is
No
big
electricity whatsoever in this place, right? I mean, this has
What was
got to
that?
be authentic.
Yeah, it was all candlelight. There was no
That
air
is a
conditioning
lot
either.
of
Just
that is a
Amish
lot of
women,
salmonella, buddy.
just Amish women fanning us because in the Florida
Oh.
fucking heat.
Oh my
All
goodness.
right, what'd you think of New Delhi, Jesse?
Yeah. Hey, look, this was a good album. I mean, really, when you look at this thing as a whole, right off the bat, I mean, with our first track, which is Halapole translated. I've got all the translations here if you guys want to know them. Thank goodness for music. I think it wasn't Music Match. It was Genius. Genius provides you with what you get to hear on Spotify, and it also provides you with translated lyrics, kind of like what we saw on that in that YouTube. But Halabol stands for raise a roar. Let's try that again. Raise a war cry or attack, and it does.
Cobra.
It is. I mean, it kicks off things, and I was like, "What am I going to get here? Are we going to?" And it was great. Now, when you look at this thing as a whole, did you see the runtime on this thing?
33 minutes. It's like almost
33 minutes. It's 8 songs, and not a single one of those songs are under 3 minutes. They're all solid, heavy hitters. Every single song, you talked about them, being a parody band and now kind of coming into their own. Every single song on this album really has some kind of message behind it. And there's not a whole lot played for laughs, although there's this one song, it's called, oh my goodness, what is it called? Todka, which I think, yeah.
Funny story, by the way.
Okay.
I'm not going to get to meet Taka in 2 weeks, but I'm going to get to meet the great Sasuke.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just brought him up because, originally they were supposed to hire Sasuke in the 90s, but Taka did such a fucking good job, they hired his ass.
Oh, wow.
Continue.
Speaking of Japanese wrestlers, you want to know how to test your relationship with your loved one? And I say this to all of you. Mik, you especially.
I don't have one.
Because if you are with a partner and you want to test to make sure that they're going to stand by you and do you right because you've been done so wrong in the past, I need you to do the following for me. Just quietly put your hand on their shoulder, caress their hair, look them deep in the eyes, and say, Rainmaker! Rainmaker!
What?
Rainmaker!
Rainmaker?
The Rainmaker.
Rainmaker. Yes.
Can we have some context? Is this in the album somewhere, or what did I miss?
No, he said Japanese wrestler. Now we're off on a rabbit hole tangent.
Oh, okay.
It's
Go ahead.
It's Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker.
Gotcha.
Yeah, when Okada hits you with the fucking clothesline from hell because he's Japanese, they call it a Rainmaker.
I see.
That is his finisher, a ripcord clothesline. It's great.
Okay.
It's JBL's clothesline from hell. But
I see.
But it's got a ripcord on it. He turns you back around and fucking hits you. Come on now.
Whatever. So anyway, the whole thing with this was a couple of years ago when I started watching Okada wrestle on at the New Japan tapings, and they would yell Rainmaker every time he fucking hit it. And then because I'm an idiot, I have to now scream this every chance I fucking get. So I haven't been watching a lot of wrestling lately, but Harry and I still do a wrestling podcast because that's what you do. And Okada, Omega, yeah. So Okada and Kenny Omega wrestled it All In on Saturday in Texas.
So good.
And because and Harry's used to me at this point, but every other minute in the podcast, I kept screaming Rainmaker, and then my son would from down the hall scream Rainmaker back at me.
Oh, shit.
Rainmaker!
I go, Rainmaker! And you just hear from the hall, Rainmaker! My daughter writing out a letter to her mother, dearest mother, I cannot take my father much longer.
Rainmaker.
I have
From here,
been
I will go mad.
Yes.
emotionally and mentally tortured by these two men. Young, both children, I swear.
My
I love how
girlfriend and I
every
were-
Metal Hammer of Doom, y'all find some way to talk about wrestling.
Hi, are you new?
Well, yes. Don't you know how Mark and I met? We worked on a wrestling. We worked on a wrestling website.
Yes. That's kind of the backbone to the entire Radulich Broadcasting Network. Is we all came to wrestling.
Actually, yeah. To be honest.
I will say this. So my girlfriend and I had a pretty intense weekend. Not a bad weekend. Just like we're progressing in a very positive direction, but there were some fairly intense discussions. And I would break the tension by telling her I have something very important to tell you. No, she's not really into the stimuli. You know, she gets overly stimulated very easily, and she processes at a different speed than I do, which is good because then I do things like, sweetie, I have something I have to tell you. You have to come in real close. I have something very important I need to share with you, and I need your honest reaction to this. And she's like, oh my, okay. And she's taking me very seriously, as a good woman should. She's like, okay, I'm leaning in. It's like MSNBC. I'm leaning in. I'm like Rachel Maddow. I'm leaning in. What do you have to tell me, my dearest love? She's still with me, but, you ever see a cat get scared and hit the ceiling?
Yes.
There's an Erica-sized hole.
Many times.
So, if you could all do that, that would be fantastic. Who was talking about the album? Jesse, we cut you off
yes.
an hour ago so that I could do Okada silliness.
I almost don't want to say the title of this song ever again. But because of
Rainmaker. Rainmaker.
Todka.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, it's a song about cooking, from my understanding, because
Of course.
Todka stands for tempering / spices.
Okay.
But anyway, as far as the album goes, you got to talk about how like fitting all this hard hitting stuff in 33 minutes is just great. We didn't really talk much, and now it's about time we do, about baby metal showing up on this album.
Yes, sir.
Baby metal goes with anything.
Yeah.
It goes here.
Don't partner with anybody. Anybody
right.
at all.
It is wonderful
It
to watch
make you wonder
them
if
work.
they're like, are they like hostages? do they get just taken around in a very small box, and they're just like, oh, because they're Japanese, right? So they just. Like,
I mean, they're used to. They came from the Japanese idol industry. That's kind of how it works.
Right, they just like pop out of a box and like go sing with fucking Rob Halford. Oh,
Like,
and they're like,
okay.
go back in the box now, and they take them to another, like, go sing with Bloodywood. Oh, and they, and they.
Hi.
Should have
And then
never
just
brought up baby.
Rainmaker.
Get jump out of the box and do a song with Okada. Rainmaker? Okay.
Man.
All right, Jesse, continue.
That's it. That's all I got. I mean, I love seeing baby metal on here. The song that they do with them is great. So I really, huh?
It's our next
What's that?
video.
It is our next video. Okay, great.
Metal. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Because if Mix doesn't get us fucking blocked, this one will.
Okay.
But it's my fault. I picked it.
Or
What did you
angry
think of the new album?
comments.
Yes. Yeah. Rainmaker. What did you? Hey, Rainmaker. What did you think of the album?
I
No.
was really surprised at how short this album was.
Yeah, like I said, it's almost EP length. Robert Cooper, what did you think of New Delhi?
It's probably the best deli I've been to in quite a while, to be honest.
There it is.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. I'll go see Superman real quick. I'll just jump on tomorrow's podcast with everybody else. It'll be like, it'll be like the round.
Rainmaker! What the hell?
Actually, will you please, since Robert won't be there, we have a fourth chair available. Please just come on and randomly yell at Rainmaker.
That's all I'm here for.
Yeah.
What if I just act like I am the other Robert and just no sell it the entire time?
Oh, dude, yeah, you just start referring to him as Robert. Do not call him by his last name.
Right.
And I mean, dude.
Just make sure you periodically take the podcast hostage, and then you'll be doing a proper impression of him.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm very good at that. I don't know if you've seen me run my mouth.
If you could run it about the topic at hand, that would be fantastic.
Oh well, that's the catch. Anywho, so yeah, this album, when I saw how many songs it was like, oh fuck, all right, this would be a quick one. Which, it was. I can also appreciate the fact that they kind of get in and get out, like they got their shit in. Didn't overstay their welcome. Like some of the tracks do kind of meld together just as the way that the sound is. There's only so much they're really doing with it, but that's okay. Like I really dug it. Love the baby metal crossover, of course. I'm sure Bandmate will be next. We'll just we'll get that uplooked.
Aggravate all those people all over again. Mik, what?
Oh yeah,
My turn.
Yes, please.
Oh. I thought it was really good. I loved it. I think the heaviest hitters, and they did this correctly, are the beginning song and the ending song. Like, honestly, my favorite is New Delhi off of this album.
Yeah, it's a strong start.
Yeah. And I think that's the best way to do that with an album. It's like, it's not like the other ones are bad. It's just like, that's their heavy hitter.
Yeah.
And then it was funny because I heard the song that they collabed with Baby Metal first, but I didn't know that they released a video. So the whole time I'm going, this just sounds like an anime opening. And then I found out
the video. Right.
So that was kind of funny, but I really enjoyed what they did with the whole thing.
I like the album. I think this is one of the. It's a very safe album. They had a hit with Rock Shock. They got a lot of the periodicals and magazines to give them a lot of play, and I think they were like, all right, for our follow-up, we'll do the exact same thing here. So they didn't break any new ground with this, but I don't think you always have to. I think you can get away with, in all of our conversations about metal and things sounding the same, and lack of experimentation or over experimentation. I think there's room for a band to make a safe album that's more of what people came to in the first place. If their next album is more of the same of what they've already done, that's going to be a problem. But I think you can get away with it the second time around. What do you think, Jesse?
Yeah. I mean, look, new metal's got a sound that if you want to listen to it, these guys are going to supply it. And if they kind of deviate from that, I don't know. We'll see. I don't think they will. I mean, I enjoyed this, so I want more of it.
All right.
You like it? You love it? You want some more of it?
I want some more of it.
And then Mark was
okay.
I tried.
So with that said, let's move on to our next Bloodywood song. It does in fact feature baby metal. This is I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's called Back off, motherfucker. All right. Bloodywood featuring baby metal. Back off.
Rebecca. Gosh, we butchered so many cultures on this song.
Yes, I swear to God, that made me so happy.
I mean,
I'm glad that they just full send just went with it.
I mean, might as well. I mean, fuck, run with the gimmick. Hey, the guy's still wearing the same shirt. I hope he watched it.
All right, take them out.
You know, this kind of reminds me of like an anime version of Death Clock.
Yeah,
I can see that. There actually is no, it's not really an anime version of Death Clock. It's metal themed, but it's very different. So Detroit Metal City. It's very interesting. not very peaceful.
Now, are they coming in?
The real heroes of the
I was
story.
going to say, are they coming in off for the assist?
Yep.
All
yeah.
right,
Hey,
here we go.
This makes me
This
so
might be my favorite
happy.
video of the year so far.
Yes.
We're gonna whip this guy's ass.
Get him.
First of all, why did they
Mumra.
get fuck you! I didn't say that. Why is Mumra in this?
I don't know. What are they summoning now? Oh, good. I will form the leg. Oh, shit. He just dropped a bad word.
Why does
Man,
everyone
as soon
in
as
anime
you said that he looks like he should get Five-Finger Death Punch, now that he has the red thing over his eye for this, I'm like, I can't unsee it.
Can't unsee it.
I can't
Oh
unsee
man.
it.
So
I
we
wanna know
leveled up.
why
Is this the
everyone in
next
anime-
boss?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Why does everyone in anime run sideways?
Sideways.
Because it's easier to animate. I don't know.
Yeah, it's great. They're like teaming up here and taking out this badass. All right, now next level, right?
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Final boss? I
Oh
think.
shit.
That's all I have to get out of the bathtub.
Oh man.
Oh, no. Somebody has a choking fetish.
So they got wiped out, thrown into the pool of blood.
So it's struggling to get their next fucking upgrade. I know how this works.
She's calling it in.
Yep.
Here we go.
Damn, I'm good.
Well, here we go.
This feels like the first time we haven't like just kind of talked over the video. We're actually
Absorbing
talking
it,
about
yeah,
the video.
So they just became this like. This is like the. Yeah.
An amalgamation.
Did they actually form Voltron?
They become an elf.
Guys.
I was gonna say it's an amalgamation of an Indian elephant and a samurai.
Yeah.
Love
You know,
that.
Japan.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
I
Nice.
love it.
Fantastic.
That was,
That was fun.
Whoever
That was a-
came up with that idea.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Jesse,
Oh,
you
Mark.
were given a.
Oh boy.
You
I
were.
was, wasn't I? So did I say this on the last podcast? Is that what caused
We
me to do
talked
this?
about Kiss.
Because I feel like
We played my old friend's band's cover of "Shout It Out Loud."
Oh yeah.
You got really snotty about it. That's what really
I
happened.
did.
You got
I did.
you were like, shout it out loud, shout it out loud, shout it out loud. And then you were like, frankly, this music offends me. It has the literacy of a toddler. And I who generate music
Oh,
using
yeah.
computer from the ripest tree. Don't you understand? I don't deal in the
that's on my bio.
I don't
actually.
deal in the hoy.
That's in my AI
I
bio.
don't deal in the hoy
Is that really?
of music. Jesse Starcher only listens to, the finest in musical cuisine.
Yep. And then you gave me a homework assignment, which I think I mentioned this last podcast that we need to run this through the word counter.
Oh, yeah, we have to run that one back where we start dunking on the idiocy of fucking lyric writing.
This is yet another one of those times where we have a babe that is with us, and I don't mean like a hot babe, although, that is also true. I mean like a young child. This summer child who has joined us old men on the quest to find the most obscure, stupid things. Jesse, explain to her the word counter bit.
I'm old.
All right. So
Yeah,
what we do is we take our lyrics from whatever song that we wish to analyze. We toss it into the word counter in order to get a nice analyzation of what the lyrics have on pretty much a surface level. Are there repeated words? Are there? What's the readability level? That's our fun one.
That's
that we
my
get to
favorite
learn.
thing about this entire bit was we found out that much of the music is written at about a 7-year-old's level.
Yeah. just be ready.
I mean, that makes sense.
So yeah, this is wordcounttools.com is where I go to, and then you just throw your lyrics in there. It provides a little detailed analysis on the side. So what we've done here is I've taken the top 3 Kiss songs from Spotify and ran it through there. Full disclosure, I had ChatGPT kind of round some things out by pulling this analysis as well and adding, pointing out some additional things along with that. So that's going to also be included in what I reveal here. So would you guys like to take a guess? I mean, it's kind of tough. You could throw a dart at a Kiss song and probably figure out what number 3, number 2, and number 1 are going to be pretty easy. But let's start with number 3. As for the most listened song on Spotify, anybody got a guess?
I want to rock and roll all night and party every day.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, rock and roll all night.
that is not number 3. That will be in the
Okay.
list. So we're about to figure out what the rest of this list is, probably in your guesses, but that's
Yeah,
not number 3.
Shout it out loud.
Not on the
Yeah.
list. Not in the top 3.
They do separate ways.
Say it
No,
again.
Separate ways.
that's Journey.
Journey.
Oh.
You sweet summer child.
I'm gonna get this is an obscure one. It's not Beth, is
Not
it?
Beth. No, it's not Beth. This is one of the more popular ones. Had a listening. Oh my goodness! I thought I had the listeners listed here. There was a lot of listeners. I'll tell you that much. Made popular. I think there was a movie titled this.
I
or at
said
least
it
was
3
in the
times.
movie.
Detroit Rock City.
You said that 3 times and I didn't hear you.
Yes.
I did not hear you.
Because
I
everyone,
didn't hear it.
because
I was
everyone,
supposed to-
because
Are
everyone
you
talks
sure?
over me. I have lost control of my podcast.
Oh, number
I'm
3
sorry,
is
Dad.
Detroit Rock City, guys. Can you believe it?
I'm sorry, Daddy.
All right, here we go. Readability stats. There's a lot of different scales that they use, so we'll just stick with what I believe is the Dale Chaw level, and there is also going to be a Flesh Kincaid grade level. They're a little two different things, but our Dale Chaw level is a 7th to 8th grade reading level. Now, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Flesh Kincaid gives it a 4.3, which I assume is 4th grade, somewhere in there. They have their vocabulary, wordsmithing stats for Detroit Rock City, which, by the way, is Kiss's attempt at a rock opera in a Camaro.
I love that's one of my favorite songs, by the way.
Total words, 202. Unique words, 101, which is about 50% unique words. Okay, so they're not repeated, which is good. So, syllables per word, 1.5. Polysyllabic. Boy, I'm not going to be able to say that.
Polysyllabic.
Yeah, sure. 12. Difficult words, 19%. The vocabulary is surprisingly robust, especially for a song that ends with a fatal car crash and a shrugging. I got to laugh because I know I'm going to die.
Why?
Repetition breakdown. Everybody's going to move their feet appears a lot. Six full iterations plus variations such as top phrases going to move their feet, get down to everybody's and leave their seat. The song is so committed to foot movement, you'd think it was ghostwritten by a tap dancer. All right.
I was thinking it was ghostwritten by Quentin Tarantino.
Ooh, feet, folks. Thematic analysis. This one tries to tell a story, which it does. Guy's hyping himself up for a night out, getting blasted, going to speeding to a show, dying in a car crash. And it is the most narratively ambitious song on this countdown. Starts with I feel uptight on a Saturday night and ends with oh my God, no time to turn. That's not a lyric, that's a dash cam video. 290 million plays. That's nearly 300 million people choosing to experience vehicular manslaughter set to cowbell. I don't know. Was there cowbell on this one, Coop?
I don't know.
I listened to it a couple times. I was listening, I thought I may have heard something.
I thought I remember, but I have a horrible memory as a human. As a human, we tend to are known for a horrible memory.
Detroit Rock City is the Citizen Kane of Kiss songs. It's not high art, but because everyone pretends it's deeper than it is. All right.
Rosebud.
Let's get into our number 2.
Rosebud frozen peas. They're full of vitamin A and green penis.
Oh,
That's
boy.
it. I quit.
Green penis.
The critic. All right. Next up, did somebody say rock and roll all night?
And party every day.
Party every day.
246 total words. 54 of those words are unique, which leaves that's about a 22%. Syllables per word, 1.4. Okay, longest word. That's the big one. Get ready. Everything.
Oh,
yeah, that's the
God.
one. Oh, geez. Most repeated phrase is I want to rock and roll all night and party every day 12 times. This course had a job and be a full-time echo technician here. So then we get our reading level. Flesh Kincaid grades this one lower than our story, Detroit Rock City, at 4.1. And Dale Chow puts it at a 5th and 6th grade reading level.
That's why it's so popular.
I thought it'd be lower,
More
honestly.
complex than their disco anthem. It still reads like a school assignment. Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a second.
I would love to do an experiment next time we do this. Is like take like popular songs of a certain genre and compare it reading level wise to Baby Shark. Baby Shark. Baby Shark. And see how
I get
many
nightmares from that song.
how many songs are at the same reading level as Baby Shark.
12 of the 26 are literally the same chorus over and over again. 564 million plays, that's the equivalent of the U.S. population, has streamed a song whose lyrical theme is party forever, repeat forever.
That tracks.
Yep.
That tracks a lot.
I mean, that's,
Exactly what's the song.
we can use that.
There's a lot of arrested development in American culture. Have you noticed that? People with
Good show.
perpetual childhood, delayed adulthood, lack of the coping skills. I'm just saying, emotional dysregulation as the standard bearer for modern behavior. Yes, he knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Rock and roll all night is the kind of song that punches you in the face with one idea and then keeps punching. Just in case you forgot it. It's the lyrical every time you try to leave the room.
Rob Cooper's like, I feel called out.
I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
Number 1 with
Is this about me? Am I the problem?
1.2 billion plays. 1.2 billion plays for the number 1 Kiss song. Did anybody say this one yet? I'll give you another shot if you did. What's your guess at number 1?
Shout it out loud.
Shout it out loud.
I was made for love.
Oh,
I Was Made for Loving You.
good call.
Girl,
Almost.
you did it again. Look at you, Mick.
Almost 1.3 billion plays. That's crazy. So our Flesh Kincaid grade level is 1.6. Okay, the other ones, by the way, for comparison, once again, we're at 4 point something. This is at 1.6. Dale Chow still sticks it at a 5th and 6th grade level. Okay.
Oh, not all love songs are deep, I guess.
Total words.
There has got to be like a study done that says like the lower the reading level, the more popular the song in American culture.
Well, we're getting there.
Yes.
Total words, 336. Of those 336 words, 53 are unique. That's about 16% of this song is not repeated. There is a lot of, and if you look at the lyrics, I mean, there's a point in this song where he goes do 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 do. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the repeated word do appearing 60 times in a single song.
I was made for loving you.
Loving you.
And I will say that this sentence drives it home. And I got a couple more stats. Let me just go through these stats here. Average syllables per word, 1.3. Polysyllabic? Syllabic? Okay, these are words with 3+ syllables.
Great.
One. In this whole fucking, there's one word that has more than 3 syllables.
And because
in
we're
this
counting
song.
do is one word.
The longest word. Wait a second. What was the longest word for the other one? Well, it was everything. Okay. The longest word in this song is something with a whopping 9 letters and 3
All
syllables.
right. Now we're cooking with gas.
It's a good word for Scrabble.
I Was Made for Loving You has over 1.29 billion plays on Spotify. There's more people that have streamed this than have probably read an actual book in the last year. Humanity looked at a song with 60 instances of do, do, do and said, yeah, let's run it back forever.
Yeah, that boy, this is only the basement door, buddy.
Yeah.
Can't wait until you see what's in there.
So there you go. That is a look at the lyrical breakdown of the top 3 Spotify Kiss songs. My goodness, how stupid are we?
Very.
Quite.
Do.
So
All right.
I'm asking Fancy a question here. Go ahead and introduce your video there, Jess. Oh, okay. Well, this. I'm doing something different because now I'm curious. I'm seeing if Fancy can actually find it for me. But we don't need to waste time on this. It'll either happen or it won't in the next segment. We need to talk about this. We talked about it in the pre-show prep because we had to tell Mik about it. But for the people, for Mik's people, Jesse, introduce what we're about to see. Introduce your video. But you have to give all the background here.
Well, I don't know if I could do that. I mean,
Robert Cooper, tag in and help him where he needs help. But let's get Jesse to start working, and then you can hot tag Robert.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
So what we're about to get into here is the debut of Kiss's wrestler, the Demon. Now, I'm trying to remember. This is 1999 when this happened, right? I'm trying to remember what's the lead up. Why does Kiss get involved with WCW? I can't remember any of that. I don't know.
Money.
Well, okay.
Probably.
All
right. And
promoting it.
I think they were on a farewell tour, if I'm not mistaken, because they were always on a farewell tour.
They were promoting something
their
at the
50th
time.
farewell tour.
Okay, there's a couple of different things that are happening in WCW between 96 and 2000.
Yeah, things aren't going the greatest. I mean, we're on the downhill stride with
their solution to fix their problems post 1998. So, a little background on pro wrestling for those that are here cheer for the music and what the fuck with all this. From 96 to 1998, WCW was red hot with their New World Order invasion angle. For what was it? 86 weeks is the name of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
For
86 or 83, something like that.
Yeah. For something
I think it's 83.
80 some odd weeks, WCW beat Monday Night Raw in the Monday Night Wrestling ratings, Raw versus Nitro. This was a big deal because up to this point, the only game in town of any note internationally was the WWF. But suddenly in the late 90s, WCW started acquiring some stars from the WWE that were kind of done with their run. They were acquiring some new stars, and then they just happened. They fell backwards into this really great angle where a company was trying to take over, which they totally stole from another Japanese wrestling organization. Mm-hmm. However, the WWE relentlessly fixed their product. started basically ripping off ECW and doing what they were doing, but doing it clean for TV. And then and throughout that, Steve Austin got popular. They put the belt on him. He kicks off the Attitude Era in earnest. So from 98 to 2000, the WWE is overtaking WCW. Their solution to fighting back against the WWE was to not write a better product or hire some good wrestlers. Their solution was to bring in celebrities.
Well, yeah.
Such luminary athletes like Jay Leno.
Master P.
Yes, and the No
Limit Soldiers.
Yes, they made them. They made the Monday Night Wrestling audience say, "Ugh, na." But they also had basketball players because that was a thing, which culminated in a tag team of Diamond Dallas Page and Karl Malone versus Dennis Rodman and Hulk Hogan. So this was an ongoing thing to keep having celebrities show up in WCW to like pop a rating. Enter the Kiss Demon. So the gimmick here is, I will help you guys. What they wanted to do was Kiss was promoting their tour, I guess. They would then have a wrestler be essentially Kiss, but the wrestler. And this wrestler would go and do matches and everything else. And it would be a very popular thing because, and I could kind of see the logic, people like Kiss. Kiss is popular. Weird thing about wrestling fans. Wrestling fans only seem to only like wrestling and nothing else. So
yeah, they don't really care.
So this kind of like Venn diagram mentality of, well, wrestling fans like music. Kiss is music. They'll like this wrestler. I believe the words resoundingly rejected get thrown around a lot these days. Go ahead.
So poorly that actually the performance that Kiss did on Monday Nitro was their lowest rated segment of all time.
Damn.
Period. And the funniest part about this contract negotiation is that Gene Simmons and Kiss put in the contract that he has to have one pay-per-view main event. So how did they get around this, you ask? They had a match halfway through a pay-per-view card that they called a special main event.
They should have just gone full bore and had him. They like at the time that Goldberg had the title, they should have just done the Kiss Demon versus Goldberg and just had him squashed in 3 seconds. That would have made more sense.
Yeah, it would have, but
So without further ado, here it is. The Kiss playing God of Thunder and the debut of Dale Torberg as the Kiss Demon.
Worst rated segment of all time.
This is why we do this show, this bit, ladies and gentlemen.
What a match, huh?
Oh, Bobby, look at this. This is funny. Bobby won't even give him 5.
Well, he is the heel.
I love the brain.
Yep.
Got some power.
The Kiss. Dude, Tony Schiavone could not be more uncomfortable with what he's about to do.
Deserves another shot at the world title. Well, that's a fool talking. The man came that close to beating. The last thing I want to do is give the guy another shot. Take my belt and go home. He is the world heavyweight champion. And now we go to
Schiavone looks like, please shoot me.
He's like, this is garbage. I did not sign up for this.
What are we doing here?
I've never seen such dead light in a man's eyes before.
Let's go for it, fans. All right, Las Vegas.
He's just not had a tender date with a man, that's all.
You got the best, the hottest man in the world.
I really don't think there's going to be a whole lot to talk about in regards to this. It's another concert video.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, when you think about it,
this is actually one of my favorites. The song, not the performance.
Good. I mean, the look of someone from Kiss should fit perfectly into wrestling, right? Like, I mean, the face paint,
look,
the freaking
take that same costume and put it on my dad, and you have Demolition.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, you've got the LOD. Look at the shoulder pads that Gene's got.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
this is perfect. Why didn't this work?
Because it's cartoony, corporate branding in the middle of the late 90s.
You could tell they were just shoving it down your throat. Now, if he would have came out and wrestled and was like they started pushing him legitimately, and then you start realizing he has he just always comes out in the face paint. What's going on here? But no, it's more like, hey, we're going to debut this guy.
Here's what they should have done. They should have given him like a 2 to 3 month lead where Dale Torborg just wrestles as Dale Torborg, right? And get him involved in a feud that culminates on this night on Nitro, where he has a big match for like the U.S. title, and then he debuts as the kid. Like, ladies and gentlemen, this guy that you've been cheering this whole time, this guy that's on this big run, Dale Torborg, he's fighting Raven for the U.S. title. Here he is, rechristened as the Kiss Demon. Oh shit! Oh! That would have worked. And then they just play
better than this.
And they just play him to the ring. By the way, this was the lowest rated segment. This was lower than the Jay Leno thing or Megadeth playing Crush 'Em.
Oh,
I think this was even lower than Crush 'Em. Crush 'Em was horrid.
Yeah.
God, fucking Dave Mustaine rapping. Oh God, that was bad. Yeah, if I'm not, but you can. I mean, you're more than welcome to double check this, but I'm everything that I've read, this is the lowest moment. When I lowest rated moment.
Mm-hmm.
So Mick, things were so bad, and this audience of WCW rejected so much of this that the thing they did like was when 4 wrestlers started playing a country song called "I Hate Rap, Rap is Crap."
Yeah, rap is crap.
That's funny. Like, it's interesting to see what's gonna stick and what's not. Like, of course, I don't know much about wrestling, but like, it just comes into what's gonna appeal to your audience.
Wow. I mean, rap is crap kind of definitely works for a southern-based wrestling
What's
promotion.
great about that is the West Texas Rednecks were the heels.
Yep.
Not knowing your fucking audience. Like, here,
yeah.
and the No Limit Soldiers will be the good guys. The West Texas Rednecks will be the bad guys. And they would cut. And first of all, you put Kurt Hennig in that group, who was fucking beloved. Like, here is Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect from WWE. He's a West Texas redneck. We're gonna quietly code this as racist, and everyone will cheer for the black guys. They didn't. They were white guys.
God.
Forgetting your station there, champ.
Oh, don't come out just yet. Hold on. There you go. All right.
There he is.
All right, there you are.
That is a really shit transition shot.
He very much is.
Why they cut away from him?
I like his little.
Yeah, I mean he's huge.
Go ahead, Mick. You've tried like 3 times now to give an opinion.
Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say he looks cool though. I like his shoulder pads and all.
Kiss is like, oh yeah, you'll never beat him. That's right. It's the Kiss Demon. We brought him to life right here. Everybody believes this, right? Oh, pyrotechnics. He is the Kiss Demon. And that's the one. They ended the show like this. No, this is like mid segment.
No, this is the end of the show.
Well, I
thought this was.
Oh my gosh.
I thought it was just like I thought it was just an hourly, like the hourly drop, where you do between your 9 and 10 o'clock hour.
Right, he's going to go out there and wrestle.
Yeah.
What a failure.
All right. Well, here's some stuff that's not a failure. This day in rock and roll is going to be a featured segment of this of what we're doing here. So, first thing that happened on this day, July 13th. July 13th, 1985, the band Led Zeppelin played at Live Aid in 1985. The band reassembled for a benefit concert at JFK Stadium in Philadelphia. Phil Collins and Tony Thompson joined on drums, marking one of the most memorable reunions in history.
Wow.
Led Zeppelin's appearance at Live Aid on July 13th, 1985 was one of the most talked about moments in rock and roll history, not necessarily because of its musical brilliance, but because of its symbolic weight. Live Aid was a massive dual-venue benefit concert held simultaneously in Wembley Stadium in London and JFK Stadium in Philadelphia. Organized by Bob Geldof and Midge Uri, it aimed to raise funds for Ethiopian famine relief. It was one of the largest satellite broadcasts of all time. An estimated 1.5 billion people across 150 nations watched. Led Zeppelin, who had disbanded in 1980 following the death of drummer John Bonham, were not expected to reunite, but they did. You had Robert Plant on vocals, Jimmy Page on guitar, John Paul Jones on bass and keyboards, Phil Collins on drums, flying from Wembley, where he'd also played with Sting and others. That's fucking commitment, man.
Wow. Yeah.
Right. That's nuts.
And Tony Thompson from Chic was the second drummer. This was the first time remaining members performed together publicly since Bonham's death. They played Rock and Roll, nice. Whole Lot of Love, nicer. Stairway to Heaven, meh.
I love Stairway to Heaven.
Just don't play it in a Sam Ash.
Classic.
Despite the excitement, the performance was rough. Collins and Thompson were never properly rehearsed together. Collins had only a vague idea of the arrangements and reportedly got lost in the tempo during Whole Lot of Love. Nice.
Oh no.
This sounds like a train wreck. Page's guitar was out of tune. Fucking great. And Plant's vocals were hoarse. He was still recovering from the solo tour dates. The band themselves later disavowed the performance.
Oh, well then.
Disavowed the performance. Jimmy Page called it atrocious, and Plant described it as a fucking atrocity.
Oh boy.
I gotta tell you, I'm reading this call. I had no idea. I just give me some stuff to read for this segment. This is the best thing yet. It was so disappointing. How disappointing was it? It was so disappointing to the band that they refused to let the performance be included in the official Live Aid DVD box set.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
And here,
Whoa.
and now we go to Led Zeppelin, and this is a fucking baby shark.
You got to think. I mean, with all that stuff going against it, it's good that I would have figured that they wouldn't. The people originally would not want to put that on there either, like the people making the DVD, because if it was that bad, you wouldn't want to. Don't you want people to watch your show? I mean, come on. Anyway, go ahead.
Why it still matters. Despite its flaws, this moment marked the first Led Zeppelin reunion in half a decade. Reignited public interest in a potential reunion, which wouldn't fully happen until the 2007 O2 Arena show with Jason Bonham on drums. Became a cautionary tale about rushing a legacy act into high-stakes settings without preparation.
You might want to prepare a little.
Hey, we forgot to rehearse. Oh, God!
We'll
Let's
do it
just
live.
see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll do it live.
It's
No
fine.
problem. There's only 1 billion people out there that's going to watch this. It's all right.
We'll
Don't worry about it.
We'll be Primus and just noodle for an hour.
Keep them entertained.
I could get away with that.
Yeah.
It also highlighted Phil Collins' limits. He was overexposed that day, flying Concorde between gigs, and caught flack for not being able to match Bonham's drumming power or sync with Page and Jones in time. Yeah, maybe also, be a little more selective with who you're picking. Even though the band considers this set a misfire, Live Aid 1985 is still one of the most iconic rock events ever, and Zeppelin's surprise reunion, however flawed, remains part of its legend. I almost read this out loud, but I'm going to do it anyway because I think it's funny. Let me know if you want a 1-minute TikTok or show built around this. Thank you.
Thanks, Fancy.
What?
Fancy knows me so well now. You're speaking of disavowing things, you're disavowing your whole podcast, right? You don't want to put any of this on your TikTok anymore, right? You just want me to make 1-minute TikToks, right? Yes, Fancy. I'm fucking done with all of this. But I would never give up time with my friends. I love you all.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
Oh, shucks. Less than 3.
Anyway, the other thing I wanted to share with you guys is Dio, The Last Line, dropped July 13th in 1984, a defining release in traditional metal. Dio, The Last in Line is one of the most important heavy metal albums of the 1980s. Released on July 13th, 1984, it cemented Ronnie James Dio because he was dancing on the sand. His name was Dio, and he's
dancing on the sand.
That's right. Thank you.
You guys are confused.
A little bit.
In what manner?
Solo legacy and helped define the sound of traditional 80s metal. Here's a deep dive into why this record matters. After leaving Black Sabbath in 1982, following the Mob Rules tour and some tension over the live Evil album mix, Ronnie James Dio set out to form a band under his own name. He recruited Vinny Appice who used to be in Black Sabbath, Jimmy Bain from Rainbow, Vivian Campbell from a young guitar player from Belfast, and Claude Schnell on keyboards. Their debut album, Holy Diver, was a critical and commercial triumph, so The Last in Line had massive expectations riding on it. It was released in 1984 by Warner Brothers when they used to release music. It's Dio's second studio album, but it plays with the confidence of a veteran band. If Holy Diver was about myth and power, The Last in Line was about expansion, both in sound and message. Track highlights: We Rock. The opener is pure Dio anthem, fast-paced, riff-heavy, and written to unite the crowd under one battle flag. This became a live staple. The Last in Line, the title track, is arguably Dio's most ambitious single, starting slow and atmospheric, then erupting into one of the most powerful riffs of his career. Lyrically, it's philosophical, touching on fate, destiny, and the human condition. It's basically power metal before power metal got codified. Egypt, The Chains Are On. Yeah. A dark, slow-burning epic in the vein of Sabbath's Heaven and Hell. Campbell's solo here is haunting, and the lyrics take on metaphors of slavery and spiritual freedom. And finally, Mystery. More commercial and keyboard-driven, this was one of the album's attempts to hit radio play. And while it's not a fan favorite, it showed Dio was willing to evolve. So, what makes it great? Ronnie's vocals are untouchable. He hits every note with a blend of theatricality and soul that few metal vocalists have ever matched. Vivian Campbell's guitar work is explosive. His tone is sharp, fluid, and deeply melodic, a perfect counterpoint to Dio's operatic voice. The production is bigger, better, longer than on Holy Diver.
Uncut.
Yes. Throbbing. Incorporating more keyboards, deeper
Ooh, vascular.
and grander soundstage. Unlike many sophomore albums that stumble under pressure, The Last in Line expanded the Dio mythos, taking the medieval fantasy adjacent themes of Holy Diver and grounding them in a deeper, more existential ideas about faith, oppression, and resistance. It went certified platinum in the US, spawned a successful tour that solidified Dio's reputation as a headliner, influenced countless bands, Robert Cooper of the Screaming Boy podcast, in the power and traditional metal scene, such as Hammerfall, Camelot, and Primal Fear. It is often considered one of the big three Dio albums, alongside Holy Diver and Sacred Heart, though many fans argue The Last in Line is his peak as a solo artist. The Last in Line isn't just a sequel to Holy Diver, it's a mission statement. Ronnie James Dio proved that he didn't just have a good album in him, he had a vision, and his record gave it wings. Let me know if you want a 1-minute TikTok. Sorry. So, how much?
Don't. Oh, sorry.
I'll put it on the dating site.
Robert, how much of that were you aware of? How much of that was new to you? What do you think about all this Ronnie James Dio business?
I actually haven't listened to as much of The Last in Line. Definitely, I listened to a lot more of Holy Diver. Holy Diver.
Holy Diver.
Holy Diver.
Because I found that one in a pawn shop for $2, so it kind of stayed on rotation. Whereas the other one, not as much. But I mean, at the same time, Dio's 80s output's fantastic. Like that man, even when the man puts on a dud album, it's still fun because you got to love Ronnie James Dio. Unless you're, I don't know, unless you're trying to deal with his ego, which apparently for a little man was quite large.
Like Glenn Danzig little, or?
Yeah, I didn't know that apparently him and Ozzy definitely traded barbs in the 80s a lot. Apparently, Nick was telling me that during Ozzy's live shows, they'd have a midget in a wig dressed in the style of Ronnie James Dio. And of course, his name was Ronnie. And had to just running around the stage.
Oh, boy.
I like that for the 80s, the way to really get at somebody to take revenge on them was have them portrayed by a midget.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it worked in the 90s too.
Shawn Michaels,
Gilbert.
Bret Hart.
Yeah, Gilbert was not popular.
I was totally thinking that, like the night after, what was the night after the Montreal screw job? He was like, Bret Hart's here to address the situation, and out comes a midget.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
all that makes me think of is like Oingo Boingo's song "Little Girls," where it sounds rapey and like pedophilic, but then you see the music video; it's about midgets.
Fantastic.
Should be on the next Metal Hammer of Doom.
It should be.
How much of Dio are you familiar with, Mick, if anything at all?
I'm in the same boat as like the Holy Diver one.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really listened to him a lot. I respect him as a I respect Dio as a musician because he's one of the bigger names that you hear when metal is becoming a thing.
Yeah.
But I totally forgot that he was in Black Sabbath. So that was funny to know.
I'll tell you, the benefit of doing that segment is, again, I'm learning stuff too. So now I'm curious about that album. I don't have a lot of time to listen to music, especially since I work from home now. But I think the next time I'll be in the car, if the girlfriend's like, I don't want to hear the sound of your fucking voice, turn off your podcast. I was like, put on some music for kill you. Then I might put on some little Dio, The Last in Line. What do you think about that, Jesse?
Love it. I just pulled up the album. Again, I'm not a big Dio fan either. I can remember the first time I think I ever heard of Dio was in Columbia House, like the Columbia House magazines that you would get. And I saw Strange Highways, which was I saw the cover to that album. And, but I pulled up Last in Line here off of Spotify. So we have a total of 9 songs, 7 of which are about 5 million or below plays. And then for We Rock, which is the first track, 43 million. So there's a big jump. And then we jump even further into the second one, which is The Last in Line, 64 million. And then it just completely drops off the face of the earth because track 3, which is Breathless, has only 2 million plays. So I don't think a lot of people go to this album to listen to, but they definitely have those first 2 songs on some type of playlist or something. So,
all right, Robert Cooper, you have the dubious honor of taking us out tonight with your final video. With the final video, your video that is
my final video. I'm being fired, and I just found out about it.
This is the last time you will be on this podcast, you motherfucker.
Final video,
and he's not just fired; he's going to be executed.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, what about excommunicated? So
Tune into the
then
Patreon, folks.
I can't reach Radulich heaven.
I mean, few girls can.
Hello, Natalia. It's funny. Did I ever tell you the time when I got fired from Lowe's? I was talking to my manager who met me at the door, and I didn't think anything of it. We were just chatting, and after a little bit, he's on the computer. I'm like, you going to fire somebody today?
Oh, shit.
He's like, he just didn't say anything. I say, you going to get rid of Don? He goes, no. And I'm like, wait a minute, you're firing me. Just like, go ahead and sit down.
That is sad.
I mean,
I don't want to laugh at that sadness.
I had been late a month straight. Like, I wasn't surprised. It was coming. I mean, look at what I was wearing. I was asking for it.
Okay.
But the funny thing is he's now at the store because, they rehired me because I begged. And now he's at the store again. I was like, hey, Chris, you here to fire me again? He goes, no, that was not a fun day. I didn't enjoy that. I was like, oh, well, I'm going to remind you of it about once every couple of weeks just because it's funny.
Make sure it feels bad about
Being
it.
passive aggressive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, no, I just think it's a hilarious story because I literally called my own firing. I was like, I just called it right there. Called my shot like the great Bambino. But yeah, so shot out of a cannon straight into the unemployment line.
So about this video.
So Elven King, they actually have a new album coming out this year. I'm really excited for them. Their new one. Catatonia just had a new one as well. God, I love Catatonia. They're so sad. I'm excited. But so I watched the video for like the newest Elven King track, and I was like, I don't know if I love this as much as this old one. So I brought up this one, which in terms of beat, very driving beat, but I also love, we get a good little story with our video while we talk over it. By we, I mean me. But yeah, Elven King's fantastic. They're an Italian power metal band. I specifically remember trying to get my hot Italian lab partner in community college into them because she's Italian. She'll like it. But yeah, no, she was very cordial. But that was as far as I got. That's okay.
Do you ever feel embarrassed about that? You're Italian, so you must know this band because it's Italian. I did the same thing to a German exchange student.
Oh, no, I didn't expect her to know about this at all. I just figured as soon as I said they're Italian, it would perk her interest. But she was like, oh, that's really cool. Okay. No, I don't expect anybody to know any of the bands I'm going to randomly bring up. Unless, like, I had a customer come in with a Morbid Angel shirt the other day, and we got to talk shit for like 20 minutes, and I expect him to know stuff. But Yeah, no, most people, I'm like, you're Italian. No, they don't. There's the reason that it's Italian pop music because they have pop music for Italy,
Mm.
and this is not that.
All right, folks. This is Elven King, Elven Legion. We are Legion.
Oh goodness.
I mean, it's kind of like that, yeah.
Under the LARP.
I was going to say Coop every video. We're in the forest.
We're in the
What
woods.
can I say? It
Somebody's
calls
got
me
a hood.
home. Yeah, fortunately, it's a black hood, so
They're running.
We're playing
we don't have to
D&D.
worry. Yeah, I have I have some bad news for her. Usually, nights are not too nice to women in hoods.
Yeah, man. She's about to get Prima knocked up.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh well, yeah, that's what's going to happen to her.
Burn the witch.
Yeah, white people don't like it. Sorry, white people don't like the other white people. It's always white people.
Kill the witch. I know a spell to summon big booty Latinas. Release the witch.
I mean, I would love for that spell. You got to teach it to me sometime.
Nice set piece here. We're out at some kind of castle. It's nice.
That's a really cool location for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. They've got some really neat videos. I love most of their output. They had one album where they tried to go like a gothic death metal style, and it was nah. And speaking of randomly, they have a really good cover of "Heaven Is a Place on Earth."
Yeah,
Oh
they
really?
do.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elven King's got a couple of really good covers.
I would expect you to know that, Mark,
I do.
as the covers guy.
That's a really cool microphone stand.
Yes, it
You
is.
should.
yeah. Wow.
I think I should get one.
Oh yeah.
First, I'd have to get a microphone because I don't know where mine went.
What was
Yeah.
the casting call for this? Like, show up for this music video in your nicest LARPing gear, or like Renaissance fairs, costumes.
They probably
That's exactly what it looks like.
just called up and went to the Renaissance Festival. We're like, all right, who wants to be famous for a minute?
Well, we've got bad news.
Well, I'll tell you, at the end of the video, they do have credits.
Tenants.
So everybody they have credits for everybody, like the actresses and actors.
All right.
I wish I could see them live, which, by the way, I got my Blind Guardian ticket, so I'm going this time, damn it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm
I've only got tickets for Garbage and Hailstorm.
Oh, I actually have a second ticket, because Nick and I are going to go see, Zach Sabbath.
Nice.
Ooh.
I saw them. Gosh, I took a date there last January.
I imagine they're pretty killer.
They were great. I had a good time.
Yeah,
I think
he's got to see Black Sabbath. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think on the other side of that wall, like Christopher Lambert is yelling, "There can be the only one."
Here comes my favorite solo in the song.
Played by the Wolf.
Get that fucking violin.
Does he howl? Now I'm disappointed.
Oh, goodness.
I'll have you know, I'm used to hearing that from women, so that cushioned the blow.
She looked over at an owl and smiled.
That's right.
Something's happening.
The owl was going to save her.
And so are the wolves, because inside you there are two wolves. One is gay, the other is gay.
Can you read the comments on this one, Mark? When it's over? Yeah.
Sure.
Don't. Yeah, you read the comments. Actually, I'll go to it right now. I'll read the comments.
Why don't you fucking read the comments there, boss?
Okay, sounds like a good idea. What was the name of that one?
Why don't you fucking participate in the show, asshole? How about that?
I'm trying. What was the name of it again?
It's Elven Legions by Elven King.
Okay, all right. Let's
As
see
I
if
say, my
anybody,
asshole participates in all these shows.
let's see if anybody has Elven Legions. Well, not Elven Legends.
Oh
There
my
we
god,
go.
I got it up here.
Oh, I got it clicked on. Hold on.
What the fuck you want to know?
Well, let's hear some comments.
Why
We got
are you
funny
gay?
comments?
I'm about to start playing some Electric Callboy again.
Oh goodness! Don't do that. Do you have them there?
I have the. I thought you were gonna do it, but I
Yeah,
saw
here
the
we go.
comments up.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know what's going on.
Where has this been my whole life?
Yes.
This song deserves more views, at least 100 million. Wait. This
Good.
guy says he
Okay.
actually lives behind the castle ruins. That'd be
Nice.
sick.
Oh,
Just this song alone is worth the money for the whole album. And I love every Elven King album. For each has its own sound. This is their best song ever. What do you think, Coop?
I don't know if it's their best song ever. I admit I haven't listened to their whole discography. The album before that one though, from 2012, I fucking love that album. It's called Era, which it is fan-fucking-tastic. I think I ranked it number 10 that year in my 50 metal albums of the year.
Oh wow! All right. Needs more tanks. No, I'm just kidding.
I need a fucking t-shirt that says "Need more tanks."
Yes.
All right. That's all. I thought there'd be some funny stuff, but it seems like everybody just wants to sing their praises for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
Nah,
They don't want to talk
it's a
about
big
the
old
work
circle.
factor on this.
No,
Big old circle jerk.
There. All right. I'm done, Mark.
Well, folks, that is the Metal Hammer of Doom Jukebox for August. We will be back. No long hiatus this time. We'll be back in about a month's time, August 17th. And boys and girl, we are going to do Baby Metal, Metal 4th on August 17th. Oh, boy.
Oh,
More
What?
Baby Metal.
no,
Oh, hot dog.
So
Oh
I'll
my
be
God,
looking forward
Becky.
to that. How much Baby Metal you listen to, Mick?
Well, when they first started getting popular, I did look them up and listen to a couple songs. Give Me Chocolate was definitely my favorite.
That's
Good one.
that's a
Good one. Yep.
It's so cute. I don't know. I find them adorable.
They are. It's one of the reasons why we're
Same.
doing them. I don't know what we're gonna do after that. I don't think I have anything picked for September. You guys?
I'll
any
find
thoughts?
us something.
Is it Coop's turn to force us to do something?
Yeah.
Wait,
Take us
Coop
down a
hasn't-
dark road, Coop.
Coop hasn't had a pick in a while, so yeah. Coop, you can
Yeah.
pick the September one. So you can pick your
Okay.
gay French hot wet fire fucking doom metal recorded in a toilet.
Cannot wait to hear the genres. They pour out of his mouth.
You know, I mean, hey, it's even better. The last one I picked is our lowest listened to one of the year. Nobody cared.
So here's your Ethiopian fucking fusion metal nonsense.
Throat singing.
All done in
I'm
the
gonna-
language.
I was going to go with something fairly mainstream, but I might have to just fuck with y'all now.
Oh boy.
Try to keep
Thank
it
you.
somewhat contemporary. Here, let me help you. I want to help you.
Oh,
Let's look at.
We're deciding this right now.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
look at-
Coop. Hope you wanted to make a choice right now because we're going to.
Goodness.
Think, Coop. Think.
Yeah, you better cut him off before he starts finding stuff.
Let's see. We're in July right
too
now.
late.
So today is the year of our Lord, July 13th. So this week coming up, the 18th, we have Abigail Williams, Ashes of Aries, Darren Malikian, and the Scars of Broadway. Five Finger Death Punch has the best of Volume 1.
Oh yeah,
There's an obituary
Coop's
box
top
set coming
list.
out. There's a new Slaughter to Prevail coming out. On
No.
the 25th, we've got Beheaded, Black Magnet. Enough's enough.
Enough's enough, baby.
Enough's
Enough.
enough.
Oh,
It's time
my.
for the change. I feel like we have to do Enough's enough.
Wrestling reference.
It's called Extra Cherries. That's even better.
Oh wow.
Here's one
I
for
do not want
me.
to-
There's a new Gwar EP coming out called The Return of Gorgor.
Yes. No. Yes.
Yes. Return of Gorgor. Is that a previous iteration of something?
Gorgor was a dinosaur that was a part of the beginning.
Okay. All right.
So they actually, for this tour that I went on, they brought Gorgor back. So it's this giant puppet dinosaur. I bet it would have been so cool if they could do the full show.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
we've got the beginning of August. We've got the Armed, which has my favorite album title of the year so far. The future is here, and everything needs to be destroyed, which I feel like is the motto of the Radulich Broadcasting Network.
True.
Car Bomb, Fit for a King, To the Grave, Aversion's Crown, Attack. There's a new Baby Metal, which we're already taking care of. Black Braid, Hailstorm, Lord of the Lost, Ensnare.
Let's. Ooh, see, part of me, Black Braid is fucking awesome, but they're also black metal, so I think Mark might shoot me.
Let me finish reading the list before you.
Okay, you keep doing that. I'm gonna go up.
Okay, you're gonna go back and see what we've missed this year.
Yes.
Something called Beast or Based or whatever. Chevelle, Ellison
Beast.
Soto, Grand Cadaver, Insight, Justice for the Damned, Mono Incorporated. I don't know any of these bands. Panopticon. There's a new Unleashed album, Hot Diggity, and a new Warman. Yay! Mick, when we get done here, go listen to Warman, their cover of Alone. It's fantastic.
Warmen, like men.
Warmen. Warman.
Okay.
Then we got Arcadia, Burning Witches. The Deftones have a new album out. Disaster.
Oh yeah.
Fire Schwans, which I've seen a couple of their videos floating around YouTube. Iron Savior, Mob Rule, Signs of the Swarm, 3 Days Grace, We Came as Romans. There's a new Halloween coming out in Morning, Monagarm, Vicious Rumors.
I love Monagarm, but like also, yeah, I had to stop at a certain point. So I was like, wait, it's only a month of time. It's not like 3 months of time. So let me stop.
So here's what's coming out in September before our show. So this is the last of the bit that you can choose from. Before the Dawn, Bless the Fall, Aline, Glenn Hughes, Green Carnation, Primal Fear, Tala, Arjun Anthony Lucasen, Between the Buried and Me, Derwig Einer Freiheit.
Sondheim!
German.
I mean, Between the Buried and Me is actually, they're from my hometown, if you believe it. They're a prog band.
Lotus Shore, Motley Crue has a compilation album coming out, Never Tell.
No.
Not Enough Space, A Killer's Confession, Igor, November's Doom, and Paradise Lost. Those are all your choices.
Ooh, Paradise Lost. All right, we're doing Paradise Lost.
Oh, we are we?
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I was there's a lot that I was thinking about. I found out there was a new Sodom album that came out a couple weeks ago. Catatonia came out a couple weeks ago. But
Metaconia.
Paradise. There's Catatonia. Did you say Metaconia? Metaconia?
What fucking... what did you say? Which one are we doing?
Is Paradise Lost going to be within the time frame?
Paradise Lost. I feel like I said that and I lied to you. Enough's enough!
No.
I can't find it anymore. Where'd it go?
It's on there. That would be hilarious. I didn't
go down far enough. Yeah, all right. So it's called Ascension. It comes out literally the weekend before we're doing this. So
cool.
I mean, we can do that.
They're like they're a mixture of like gothic and death metal. So
all right, so we're doing Paradise Lost Ascension. Is that what you want to do?
Yep. Look it.
It's Coop's pick. Leave him be.
Stop bullying me.
I can make it worse.
For him. You're bullying Coop.
I can make this worse.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. Every time I've heard, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. It's never fine.
This is going to end in our breakup. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Oh shit.
Boo.
That's not fair.
I'm saying it's fine now, but it's not.
Yeah. Great. Just let me. All right. Well, I know what I'm doing after this.
It's a bit different from when we used to play the tracks and then talk about them, because that would really add to some of the torture for Mark.
I just go to fucking I listen to the album, and I go to Fancy, like write me a bio.
Give me something.
Just give me something to read.
Give me a 1 minute TikTok.
Exactly. My life is now 1 minute TikTok.
Just living my life 1 minute by the day.
I was gonna say, if the one that I've been wanting y'all to listen to is because I think we get people actually listen The new Sleep Token, because that's all the girls want to listen to now is the Sleep Token.
Oh goodness.
We'll save it for another
They
month.
be-
Now,
They are getting a lot more popular, I've noticed.
Yeah, they're massive.
okay, well, save it for.
But their album came out in May, so that's a long ways back.
It's okay. Our last show, we did an album that came out in 2024. Because when I want to do something, it doesn't matter when we're doing it.
Oh, that's fair.
All right, so that's what we're doing then. In the meantime, what are we doing now? Tomorrow, myself, Alexis Hana, Ben Cologne, and maybe Robert Winfrey, if he's done being passive aggressive, will be doing. I don't know what the fuck happened earlier. Like where
that was weird. That was weird.
It
Which
came
one
out
of you guys want him dead?
nowhere.
One of you guys want him dead. It's not
Yeah,
me.
somebody wants him dead.
I
Not
don't
me.
know.
I don't think anyone
And it's-
particularly. I'm gonna stop talking.
That's
Oh, we
we'll
found
wait
her.
for after. I was
She's
gonna
not in the-
say
Here's the thing. Like I would believe that if she were in the group chat. So.
Yeah, I'm not in the group chat. So.
No. All right, enough insider baseball. So
he
tomorrow
said ball.
there will be a podcast discussing the new James Gunn Superman, which I love, by the way. I can't wait to talk about it tomorrow. But when I'm done here, I'm going to do a 1-minute TikTok on it, and so fuck all that.
Jesus.
That's actually
Give
true.
me a 1 minute TikTok. Just 1 minute.
Wednesday, assuming I can get it watched in time, myself and Alexis Hana are going to be reviewing it's 2021 Amazon Prime show, I Know What You Did Last Summer, because there's a new movie coming out, and I figured synergy. I haven't been synergistic in a while. On Thursdays, continuing with that thread, myself and Sean Comer will be doing a Long Road to Ruin on the I Know What You Did Last Summer trilogy. No show Friday, but Saturday, myself and Evan Bevins are going to be doing a comic strip. We're looking at Hercules, the movie from 2014 with The Rock, and then
Oh,
looked that it was based
God
on
about that.
from Radical Comics. So that's all I got to say. Cooper, you don't have anything to plug. Mick, you have
Wow.
artwork and other things to plug. So plug TuneIn.
Y'all have my OnlyFans still. The links are on any of the videos that we did already, and probably this one too. I also do art on Instagram at onyxcat.create. Otherwise, I don't have a lot of other stuff going on. So.
And when are you back? When's the next time other than this?
Next month. Although, when did you say you're doing the trilogy of I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Thursday.
I'll text you. I think I might want to do that because I've been meaning to watch them anyway.
Well, good. It's always good to have a backup. Yeah, your next couple of shows are the next Metal Hammer of Doom, and then after that, you're back doing streaming movies with me. September 15th, Happy Gilmore 2, Head of State, and the Thursday Murder Club.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you're still
Is it on
contracted.
Thursday?
You're still contracted to be tortured with Netflix movies by me.
I forgot about that.
You agreed.
I did.
Jesse Starcher, I hear you talk about comics and share them with your AI.
Oh, I do, as a matter of fact. She reads them for me, makes some notes. I love her. Ladies and gentlemen, go check out the Source Material Comics podcast, where myself and Mark Radulich right now are in the middle of, well, we're about ready to start Darth Vader. We have finished up our discussion on the Joker. We did All-Star Superman just recently. So
Oh, that's such a good one.
it is a good one. We had a fun discussion. So if you want to check that out, Source Material Comics podcast, where we talk about comics of any era. Also on that same feed, you can hear the Unspoken Issues podcast, where we talk about 90s comics. And we are in the midst of gimmick cover summer. So if you remember those nice hollow foil, the ones, remember the red hot, white hot issue of Fantastic Four, where
Ooh, I've never seen that one.
Sue Storm debuted her Fantastic Four boob window costume. By golly, we talk about
Boob window.
Yeah, there it is.
Yes.
Talking about. We talk about that here. I think that's upcoming. And then, of course, the Snap Material podcast, where we talk about Marvel Snap, baby. Me and Evan Bevins get together once a month and talk about the mobile card game Marvel Snap. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all of my plugs.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us here on the Metal Hammer of Doom For Robert Cooper, Mik Wanamaker, Jesse Starcher, I have to be as per usual. Be well, be safe, and behave.